Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you here. It's Midday Money on Monday, the 22nd of April. Welcome on into the show. Hope everybody's super duper hunky dory. Just having a nice start of your week. And we're going to start the week off right. Follow at Mr. Sean Higgs on Twitter, the X, if you haven't already. YouTube channels, if you're on the X watching YouTube, Winning Free Picks and Sean Higgs. There's a Facebook page, too, for Winning Free Picks. Give them all a follow because you don't want to miss out the Midday Money or to look at a line show. Or on, in this case, Thursday will be a live show in the afternoon because we got afternoon games starting at 1 on Thursday. No, there's only one game on Wednesday. Not a little disappointed in MLB with just one random one-off here for days. Come on. Can you do better on a Wednesday, 1 o'clock game? Then a 3 and a 4? Come on. Thursday? Excellent. 12, 1, 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 4. That's what we like to see. That's what we like to see on a Thursday. Anyway, I told you to like everything. And then, okay, let's move on from the liking. We'll recap yesterday's action. And again, it was I liked a bunch of games. I ended up putting a raise here in the chat. It went down. All the other games I mentioned, it went 5 and 4. You would have made a little bit of money. But again, I didn't really do much here. I had two losers in the NBA with Dallas and the Pacers. You know, it's one of those things. I don't, and people say, well, a loser's a loser. Who cares about the line? I don't know, man. I like the Pacers. I didn't like the way the Bucks have been playing. I was getting 3.5 points. Obviously, things change. It goes to line flips. Different things happen. At that point, I can't delete them off the websites. I don't own the websites, so I had to take losses. We're now with the NBA. I didn't end up even playing a game here. So that's Sixers +2 the other day. Now they're +6. And Embiid's banged up. Maxey. I don't mind taking off. I don't have to play. No, thank you. Today's action. Let's get today's stuff up here. We'll get it all out. And we'll talk more about the NBA and everything in a second. Tweeting out on the X-Land. There we go. All right, so 39 and 38 +130 in baseball. Basically par for the course here because my regular picks, I am 53 and 51 on the sites. I'm always going to be 500, maybe a few games even under 500, just because I take a lot of dogs and stuff like that. But we are plus money. That is all that matters. And we go volume style, so we're going to make a little bit of money when we do this. Brewers plus it's 130. I added this. A couple ads from last night. This was 115. I got a 115 last night. It's 130. I said last night, I'll say it again here. You want to give me a Brew Crew team playing pretty well? What do I want? 4 in a row here with the Brewers. You're going to give me some plus money. First place, Brew Crew. I'll take it. I mean, Pittsburgh has dropped 6 in a row. What is going on here? Everybody likes this young pitcher to come in here and strike out 50 guys. Okay, got to score some runs yourself. Give me the Brewers plus 130. The Reds here plus 105. Another ad from last night's show. I didn't have this one last night, but we're going to jump in on the Reds here. And just the line has not moved here. Phillies playing well, but again, you're beating the White Sox. Now you're going to play a little Red team, a little more feisty, maybe a little more talent. They did beat the Angels, but hey, 3 straight for the Reds, 6 in a row from the Phils, 2 teams battling out. I'll take the 105. I just think the perception is the Phillies are the better team here. I'll take my guy, Hunter Green. The Rays 105. I love Scooby-Dooby Dooble. You know that we have the Tiger over. I've been talking about this since before March. Them and the Royals team total over. But I'm going to take the Rays here at even money. Has this line moved at all? Still sitting the same. I don't mind. Until I get a little more consistency out of Detroit, I don't think they should be a favorite, even a small favorite on the road. I mean, 8-3 on the road though this year. Interesting. Okay. Well, hey, I'm taking a raise. Braves under 9.5. I see a pitching change. We got Bryce Elder coming to the mound. Do I feel good about this? I can't erase it. I put it out here last night. Supposed to be that guy. I thought Lopez or no, somebody else was pitching. It definitely wasn't Elder. Sticking with it. I'll stick with it. And the White Sox plus 153. I'm seeing some 160 range here. And again, this is just I can't bet. What do you? I'm seeing 180s now in this game, by the way. And I got a lowly 160 last night and a 157. I should have waited. And this is where I make mistakes. And okay, you're supposed to be a pro, good. Hey, listen, I bet overnights. Could I have waited on this? I probably should have. Anytime I want to take the White Sox, you probably wait. You get a better number. It's in the 185. You really want to lay a 185 with Chris Paddock, Minnesota. 3-7 last 10. Do we really got to go over the Paddock numbers for the last 3 years with this guy? Besides the fact he has an 80 ERA this season in 3 games. And granted, the White Sox are absolutely bad. Could be historically bad. Last year, this guy had 2 games, 5 innings, 6 hits, 3 runs. Team's batted 286 against him. Again, limited action because he was hurt. Year before that, 5 starts, 22 innings, 25 hits, 10 runs. Again, a 284 batting average against. He's not been healthy. Those are the last 3 years. Even in 2021, a 507 ERA in 23 starts. Let's run to take this guy laying a $2 on a twin lineup. And I mentioned the Twins lineup last night. And someone was like, Buxton's finally putting it together. I'm like, have you seen the average? They have nobody hitting over 250. That's a lie. They have 3 guys hitting over 250. And 2 of them have played in, one guy played in 1 game. The other guy played in 5 games. The other guy played in 11, Correa. But, Kurlaw's their best guy at 279. Look at this. Buxton, 217. He plays every day. He's played in all 20 games, 217. Julian, 20 games, 179. Castro, 20 games, 158. They've only played 20 games. 18 games for Margot, 171. 17 games for Santana. Again, out of 20, 133. 16 games, 0.79. I will take the White Sox. I'll take the White Sox. That's how you take? You can't even take a run line with the Twins. What are we doing? Running to take Chris Paddock like it was his rookie year when he had a decent season. And a quick little look at the White Sox bats. Again, not all that much better. But if you're going to give me a plus 180 now, yeah, that's almost like an auto play for me. 45-42 with the NBA. Plus 110 will take Denver minus a touchdown here. I love the Lakers fans here thinking, I know we've lost 8 in a row coming into the series versus these guys. Somehow they think they're going to come in and win 4 out of 7, even though less 9. So now they're at 9 in a row. And the thought process is here they're going to win 4 of the next 5. Get out of here, Laker. Go to sleep. Stop it. Where's the stop it? Get some help. Laker fans think they're winning this series.
Stop it. Get some help.
It's ridiculous. Hockey, 22-21 plus 230. Carolina under the 5.5. We cashed that the other day. How about last night's big never in doubter, the Canucks puck line, plus 180. That's what we do. Plus 180. Love all the unders, by the way, coming up in these games. Oh, you know what? We got some player. I was about to go to the chitty chat, but I forgot some player plops. But they're not plops because we're cashing 39-52 plus 1485. Again, a lot of plus money stuff. And we went early. I got a couple early ones here. And I got to say, I do like the A's kind of run line here. It's even money. I thought it was minus 105. I wrote it down somewhere. I thought it was 105, a plus 105 I saw out there for the A's. I sort of want to take the A's here just because you got 2 lefties. Who knows? I end up not doing anything. But we got some player props here. Langy Leary's Shea Langaris. Not Langlers. It's Shea Langaris. $2 for Ribby. Granted, he's hitting like $150 or something, but he's got like 4 or 5 homers. Maybe he knocks somebody in. A guy would, you got a guy like most players in Major League Baseball now hit 200, but they hit 35 homers, or they're considered good. I don't know. Bring me back to 87, and Rob Deere was being laughed out of the league for striking out 200 times. Now he's making $30 million a year. That being said, 2-1 odds for a power hitter. I'll take a shot on 2-1. Now to the Yanks. We got the Volpe Soto ribbies because at the bottom of the order, my guy Cabrera, who we've been crushing with him and Volpe props, a plus 160 score run. So, my thinking is he gets on base and one of these two cats knocks him in. Boom. 2 out of 3, money in our pockets. Arizona, St. Louis is the next game I kind of move to here. So I'm getting Moreno at 230 and Blaze Alexander, who's scorching hot, at a plus 250. Again, these are like the 6 and 9 hitters, I think. Definitely down a little order here. Lance Lynn's been good, but what's Lance Lynn? I'll take the shot on 2 guys at better than 2-1 odds. And on St. Louis style, Newbar's been good. And let's be honest, Be Fatty for me. And I like the Be Fatty. He's a baddie, but he's been terrible for us. Great postseason. I thought it'd carry over. It has not. He looks like a terrible regular season pitcher. This is a guy teams should just trade for. Every June, he should just be traded to a contending team. They deal with him for a month. And he goes into the playoffs and just pitches gems. Nootbaar 175. Arenado, I think both of these guys already hit home runs off him in like one game last year. So 175, 125, sure. And I got to take a 270 on win here. Leading the Cardinals in hitting at 317. If the Cardinals hit Be Fatty, this guy's going to get up with somebody on base. And plus 270 could wipe out the other 2 guys if nobody does nothing. So that's my thought process on my Ribby props. Enjoy them. Enjoy the Ribby props. We've been doing pretty well with the Ribby props. And there's that. There is that. Let's get into the chat. Joe Hoff, he's a member. Look at that. He's got the little thingy next to him. Nice pick on the Canucks on Sunday. Thank you. I joked the never in doubters, but we'll take it. We'll take it. Michael A is in the house. Good afternoon. I love it. Mike probably has it in his head all day. If it gets stuck, that'll be tomorrow's poll. There is a poll on the show next time about the Laker game. But tomorrow's poll will be, does the good afternoon get stuck in your head when somebody says that to you? Do you just subconsciously say it when somebody says, hey, what's going on? Good afternoon. How are you today? Michael A is in the house. Horse says, good afternoon. Had a good Sunday. Cash Yankees, Dodgers, money line parlay. Texas Rangers, nice come from behind win. Going full D-Gen today, taking the White Sox over Twins. I gave you my twin rundown. Shout out to Razor Sharp coming in, gifting 10 Higgy members. Look at that, Razor. I appreciate it, my friend. Thank you very much. I've always mentioned Razor in here. Twitter, he's got YouTube. His show's around same as my time he goes, but he does a lot of horse racing too. The guy, I always say, like, hey, not a huge hockey guy, not a soccer guy, definitely not a horse guy. I'll always try to lead you to people who I trust, who win more than they lose, because we're gonna lose a little bit. Razor, thank you, my friend. I met Razor. Good guy. I'm thanks. Thank you, Razor, for doing that. Jesse says, break out the pen. He likes the Knicks. Oh, you and Mr. Numbers. Now I'm gonna get comments from Mr. Numbers about you liking the Knicks and how you're both geniuses. Michael, I had a good day over ASA. Phillies team total over. The fighting Phils getting it done. Never in doubt. I love the never in doubt. I'm going to make shirts. It'll be the llama saying never in doubt. Nick Nancy says, had the Bucks and the Ryan Garcia. There is the Facebook. We got Facebook likes. Craig Trapp coming in on Facebook. Look at this. Davis, as always. Dennis O'Brien. There's no Rick Wiles yet. Where's Rick Wild and Brio in the crew? We got the Winning Free Pick YouTube, to Sean Higgs YouTube, and Michael A back at it. Now the 5-legger yesterday. They all came in. I said this the other day when you had another one. You had what, the 3-legger the other day with this, Mike? Oh my goodness, Davis. Davis was not listening from the beginning when we're talking about the Minnesota Twins laying 180. That is, I don't care. Yeah, the White Sox are bad. Go take a look at that Twins lineup. Like, that's so much better. And you're laying 180. I mean, maybe you want to take a run line. You want to take a run line with the White Sox? Minnesota, by the way, 1-7 run line at home. I mean, White Sox are better, 3-7. But they're not laying 180. Michael A says, Los Braves team total 4.5. First or third, no outs late. Couldn't get the job done. Simple sack fly with the meat of the order. Olsen struggling. Well, they struggled when I didn't have them because I had Texas the other nights and they couldn't get it done. Michael B is in the house, our favorite San Francisco Giant fan. Golden State Warrior fan. The NBA went great. Bucks first half full game under Pelly's first half full game. Only else was the Mavericks. 0-3 in baseball and 1 in NHL. Kind of when that hurts. Yeah, the Dallas game. I can't even take Dallas tomorrow. The 3-point faves over the Clippers. I had them at +1.5. They go off as a dog. They get crushed. 8 points in the second quarter. Player props. I love Detroit in the dog position. I guess I have Mize on the mound. Yeah, Detroit as a dog is where I kind of want to get them here. This spot here, just I don't know. Tampa Bay. Again, I got Tampa in the chat here, so that's my feelings on them. Nick Contreras homer +470. I don't. You know what? You want to go big shot play? I don't hate it. What's his rib? See, I like the ribby. At least on a ribby, I'll be looking all right. I'm going to find somebody to get in on the Nuggets. I don't like the Days card. I bet Nuggets first half. I don't know. Nuggets first quarter. I mean, the Lakers. How do you like the Lakers? Are they going to come out strong again? Maybe. If I get you want to get on the Nuggets because you're going to win a game. How about you take the Lakers in the first half to battle again? B Hawks is Suarez a better pitcher, and the Phillies are hot now. The Phillies have won 6 in a row. That being said, they just swept the White Sox, and the Reds are 3 in a row, but they swept the Angels. Exactly, better pitcher, but why is it a pick 'em? -110. Phillies scored more than them in 5 games. That's fine. It's also you got to say who have they played against, and you're home again. B-Hawks. Yeah, I look at it as I see the lines first, and then I go from there. And that's kind of there's pitchers I like. I want to bet on, right? And even out that's even kind of tougher to do because these bullpens are atrocious. But when you look at that, yeah, Phillies 115, 120. Suarez has pitched excellent. They've won 6 in a row, and yet it's a low number. To me, it looks a little low. It should be a little higher. I like the Reds. We'll see. One of us. It's like Thunderdome, baby. 2 men enter, 1 man leave. JK says, forgot who called Winnipeg Jets last night. Who was the Winnipeg? That was Mel. Mel on Winnipeg. Michael A. What do you think about Sixers Knicks leading any certain direction? Listen, I want to take the Sixers, but at this point, the line's 6, and we got Embiid and Maxey both out. All right, listen, I'm going to have to. I throw Mr. Numbers out there all the time. I know any person in the chat or who comments a lot. Am I going to get ribbed for saying I like the Sixers or this series to go 6 or 7 games? Sixers have a shot at winning? No, because I'm expecting Embiid and Maxey to play in these games. They're not playing. They have no shot to win. I don't care what team they're playing. It doesn't make a difference who they're playing. They could be playing the Rockets. They could be playing the Nets. Those guys aren't playing. The Sixers don't have a shot to win here. And I'm not only going to say this about the Sixers. After they lose this series 4-1, because that's the way it looks like this is going to go if they don't get just swept on out, I'm trading Embiid. Just break this team up. Trade it away. Do something with the draft. This team's not going anywhere. If your guy's going to get hurt every playoff, trade him. Get out of these contracts. Start over. Dana Delps in the house. Davis says he's 5-0 in the playoffs. Edmonton Oilers win against the LA Kings tonight. I like the unders. I like all the unders tonight. I'm on the unders. Tim Earl coming in. I appreciate it, Tim. Thank you. If you know Tim Earl, I used to be my guy in here coming out doing minor league baseball, not minor league, college baseball. It's my little sidekick. I'm sure everybody follows the Earls because they're part of the same network as me. Thank you, Tim. I appreciate it. Good morning. Thanks for the Canucks puck line. Nice, easy winner. Those no-brainers are just it's like a blank check game. Jesse, Mike POD's probably dealing with a bit of hangover this morning. Yeah, he was loving the Avalanche. And he was having a couple of drinks last night on the show. The Avs. Wilson's in the house. What did he say there, Wilson? Thanks for Guardians. Run line and over. Phillies run line and over the weekend. Won me a few rocks from the California Gold Rush. There you go. I got to say Cleveland, and I'll say it again. I've said it a couple times in here, and I could be repeating myself. I don't mind. That's a team I just feel like doesn't have enough hitting, much like the Brew Crew. and yet they're hitting and winning and covering run lines. They got the best record in baseball. Listen, beat the team, beat the bad teams, no problem. Clubbing the A's. The problem is like when you're a Yankee fan and you go and you lose these games to the A's and the White Sox. You demolish the bad teams, right? Remember when Tampa Bay was bad and the Yankees would go like 18-2 against them or something ridiculous. Guardians come and beat up on the A's in 7 games. You beat the bad teams when you're supposed to and sweep all those series. You're going to have a nice juicy record at the end of the season. Sylvester's in the house. Welcome. King D is here. Good afternoon. Nice 7-unit winner. Pelly under. All unders. 4-1 in the NBA season. At 4-1 for is this for postseason? I'm guessing. I know you've got to be more than five games. That's all you've had for the entire NBA season? 5 games? I thought I was bad with NBA, and I'm 31-25. Not taking on. Like I said, when it comes to the Jet series, listen to me, not to Mike M. We took the Jets. I had the Jets. I actually had a puck line 2 on them, but I still had both ways. Mike Lake. Phillies beating up on some tomato cans. Take the wins. I just said this about Cleveland. Beat up the bad teams you're supposed to beat up. And again, with this one, Reds are a little better team, but we'll see where they go. They're young. Phillies aren't a veteran bunch. See what you get out of the Reds. I just think the line's low. Might go under there. Huh? Interesting. Yeah, 4-1. You can't complain about that, right, Nick Nasty? I agree, Higgy. If the Sixers fail again, how many times do you try and band-aid your way into a winning series? The guy is hurt all the time. What are you doing? Trade him. Oh, you'll never get the value. Who cares? You're not doing anything. Hey, let's just try to get to the second round of the playoffs every year. That's your goal. You're not winning a championship with a guy who can't stay healthy. Get whatever you can for him. Get what you can for Maxey. Who's the other guy? Harris? I don't even know who they have. Tobias? I don't. Whoever. Trade it to break it up. Ken's in the house. How about the Cavs Magic under? I listen. It was 207 down to 202. 202 is that? I mean, listen. We're seeing a lot of unders. I want to take the Magic, and more of I kind of want to lean over because as bad as they played, you got to score, right? I mean, I know defense wins and stuff like that, especially these 2 teams. I want to go over this total. Magic has to score, and if Magic scores, Cleveland's going to match them. It's going to go over this total. Michael B. How about the Nuggets double results? Joker double plus 130. Normally like a team that lost to come out strong game 2, but the way Nuggets started the game, one like to go exactly. As bad as they played, they still won by double digits. And why not take plus 130? Instead, Nuggets just have to win. They've won 9 in a row versus the Lakers. I mean, Lakers do. I guess they're kind of do. Maybe they just get owned by a team. Why wouldn't you do this for plus 130? Much rather do that than lay a 7. Thank you, Nick Nasty, for appreciating my 4-1 run. Mel says, holding sweet plus 210 tickets on Jets game 1 series double and tons of flexibility with how to handle series. Exactly. That's the key part there. You got them up. You got 1 win in your pocket, and then if they win the series, but here's a good thing because you could come in and get good numbers either way here, right? You could say, hey, I'm going to take Colorado here at home as a short number. Or, you know what, we're up 2-0, and Colorado just looks done. So maybe you get a huge plus 180 and like triple up on the Jets there as opposed to laying with Colorado. Or Colorado wins here, and then you're in a spot to jump on Colorado next game at a shorter number. Who knows? I'm hearing a lot of love for the Knicks. Might force me to play the Sixers. I want to see what kind of number I can before tip. Listen, the line is up to 6. It's not that it's easy, Mike. I mean, we've seen the teams missing guys for injury have won, right? We saw that with the Bucks and the Clippers. That being said, this line was a 3 on Saturday or Sunday, whenever they played. Saturday? Was it Saturday they played? And then it went up to 5 and came down and beat my play. This one was a was it open at 5? Now it's at 6. This is the problem with me and why I was so limited in NBA regular season. I took 2 games. Well, I took 3 because I had the Nuggets 1, and then I had the Pacers and the Mavs plus 3.5, plus 1.5. The lines flip because of injury status, and then I end up with 2 losers, which is why I don't have anything on these games tonight here with the Sixers. I can't. Hi, I miss morning shoot around because I have a flu. Why? I hate saying like take a Nick minus 241 line or something. I don't see the Sixers coming in here. Like I said, I think this team, forget them. Forget them. 5 games the entire season, NBA. Good for you. Embiid's been hurt since they drafted him in Kansas. Trade him. They lose here, trade him. Will says Cleveland land over 202. I think 202. I'm gonna come in on this. This will probably be on the sites later. I know I got Denver here in the chat. Mel says I spent days begging people to take the Jets one. Mel, all I can do is write your pick down and tell the chat who watches. The game 1 got there, although it was a little closer than I expected. Wild game for sure. 3-3 in the first. Mike Lice says, might hop on the Soto Cabrera ribbies. Well, Cabrera ribby is, I got a 1.6. This is a run prop I got for Cabrera up here, but his ribby prop's always around $2 as well. He hits. I just figured I'm going to go run for him, and I have been doing run ribbies for him. I just did run because why do I feel like JP Sears is going to come in against his old team and just be like a low-scoring game? So I figured he gets on base, one of the next 2 guys will knock him in. Again, that's my thinking. I go 2 out of 3 in that. Michael B says, I think if you like the Lakers, game 3 is the one to play, especially early. Yes, first half. They're going to lose today, down 0-2. The only spot to play them is there at home. And even that's a tough spot because now you're coming out of Denver. I know you're going to have extra rest, and so will Denver, but you're down 0-2 at home. It's a first half play or nothing. Tim Roll says, Cavs, Sixers, Nuggets for me today. I agree. Well, the Sixer one again. I know it's fade the injury report. I can't do it. I had him the other day. I can't do it again. Michael A says, Embiid moves like the Statue of Liberty. Mel says, I mean on the other shows too. Okay, well, I went on Dave's show and I was like, we're talking about hockey. I'm like, hey, man, I think Winnipeg's to play. And then everybody started laughing because you were in there talking about it. Michael B, NBA's not sport that you bet early. You have to wait even the playoffs to bet. Even then you almost get a better number live. I get it, Mike, but you know what? When someone buys a season pass to NBA basketball, I got to put something out ahead of time. I can't live bet on websites that I don't own. So I got to put something out ahead. And again, I mean, I put 2 games out, better odds. It is what it is. It is what it is. NBA is just so soft now. As an A's baby, Jordan Cabrera was the best every game, like a playoff game. It was. It was definitely soft. That's why I don't like the regular season with the load management nonsense. They bet the Avalanche just to spite me. Yeah. We were doing a show last night talking about it. Tim Ross says, remember people would compare Joker to Embiid? Yeah, remember Embiid's better than Joker. Oh my goodness. They're the same people who think the Lakers and Suns are better than the Nuggets. All right, Brew Crew plus 130, Reds plus 105, Rays even money, Braves under 9.5, White Sox plus 150. This is a 180 now. Last night was 153 when I did look at lines. The Twins, Nuggets minus. I almost said 107. Nuggets minus 7, and Carolina under the 5.5. NBA on NBC. That's it was. Listen, I'm old enough to remember the Daryl Hall and John Oates one-on-one song being played on TBS for Atlanta Hawk basketball. And it was like for the NBA stuff in the early 80s. Michael A says, it's amazing how the Red Sox are one of the best teams on the road. It is. I mean, look at 10-3 on the road with Cleveland. I mean, Milwaukee's 10-2 on the road. And so the Sox team, to me, and I said early, I kind of like their young bats, right? They got some young guys. But it would really be, for them to go forward, it had to be Crawford, Bello, Whitlock coming in and kind of taking a step forward. And they have. I mean, not too bad with the pitching. Not too bad. I think the I think the Jays are going to be big dumpers at the end of not the end of the year, but you know what I'm talking about. Trade deadline comes July. I think it'll be dumpathon. They are like their Sixers brethren in the NBA. A lot of talent, can't get over the hump. This is what, year 3 of this? Seriously, right, King D? Michael B's out of here. Have a good one, Mike. I want to say thank you to Tim for joining up as a YouTube premium member, and our guy Razor gifting some memberships to the chat. I love it. Thank you, fellas. Thank you for that. Nemesio Carmona, New York Knicks win by 10. I don't doubt it here. You got Embiid, what you're getting out of him. No Maxey. Why do I feel like the Sixers could really just fold up here and get run out of the building like 115, like 88 or something? I might come in on a over in this game. I think I'm going to take the over. I know it's come down. Let's find some Knicks team totals here. I think the Knicks laid on them. Michael, I took the Yankee 3-legger. Soto, Ruby, Cabrera runs. Soto 2 bases, 135 for $6. Why not? How about it's like the 3rd inning, Cabrera's on 2nd, and Soto goes yard. There you go. All on one swing, Michael. Winner. I also have another hockey play I love. Have a good. Hold on a second. You're not going to share the hockey game? Wait, you gave us a winner the other day, Mel. I'm in here pumping you up, saying take Winnipeg. You gonna do me dirty like this? Yes, Mike. I just said that. Nick team total. I can do it. I'm going to be coming in with some over Cleveland and definitely a Nick team total here for myself. All right, we'll be back here tonight. Late night look ahead lines. Again, it's sometimes I do it at midnight, but when all the lines are up for baseball, there's no reason for me to go super late. So again, notification bells on. Winning Free Picks, Sean Higgs for when we go live, and then I'll see you at the late show. Jesse says Mel likes Edmonton. All the home teams NHL money line. Oh my goodness, 140, 140, 160, 240 Carolina. I mean, I don't hate them there. Taking home teams here, but the 240 steep. Daniel, I would rather just go unders. I like all the unders. Mel's on the Oilers. I think they did say Oilers. Mel, I think she did say the Oilers. I think it did say the Oilers against the Kings. All righty. Now I'm officially heading out to Outtown. I'll see everybody tonight. Thank you for watching.